Hi, I'm Mayor David Black. Sump Library offers much to our community, and one of the events is visiting with novelists. Residents got to talk with a local writer. We'll bring that to you. And the start of school also means outdoor education for our grade schoolers. The city's DARE officers help out. We'll hear how things are going. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Heartland Family Services has an event you don't want to miss. These stories are next in City Happenings for the week of October 10th.
Thanks, Mayor Black. A romance novelist with Papillion roots made a personal appearance at Sump Library and says it's a good feeling to be back.
It does feel special. It's very cool. You know, I haven't lived here for years and years and years, but I've been in Omaha for a long time. And coming back to the place I went to high school, yeah, I was thinking about that this morning. And I was hoping no one would ask me when I graduated because I would either have to lie or just, you know, not say. And I think I'm going with not saying. But I have a lot of fond memories of Papillion, and I can remember every now and then through the years I've driven by my old house and showed my husband and kids, and I look at when I lived there, there was a little tiny skinny new tree in the front yard. Now the thing is huge. So again, we're getting back to that, how long it's been. But no, it's very neat to come back. I've always loved libraries because, well, I mean, I'm sure many people do, but for me, I grew up in the military. I grew up in the Air Force, which is how we ended up in Papillion when I was in high school. And the first two places as a kid that I would find on a new Air Force base were the bowling alley and the library. And I would spend hours at the library. I'm one of the few people I know who has read all the James Bond books, all the Ian Fleming books. I found fabulous books, and I was there all the time. And so I have just a really warm place in my heart for libraries. So coming back here to this library is particularly cool. You know, though, when I looked it up to make sure, I thought I knew where it was, but to make sure, I got a Sump Memorial Library that was like in the Ukraine or somewhere, and I thought, no, that's not where I'm going. I don't have the gas.
Our DARE officers help with the local school district's outdoor ed program.
I think, and personally, I got started into outdoor ed, being involved with them in August of 2000, 11 years ago. And I think the program gets better and better every year. And that's just me personally. I see the confidence level of kids is extremely higher than it was 11 years ago. When we go down to do the trust course, for instance, it's a rare occasion that we have a child that doesn't want to do it. They all want to try. Not that they all completely succeed. Some of them don't want to go up the pole, or they get halfway and they get a little nervous. But I think overall the numbers, I think we have a lot more kids that are willing to get up there and try that. And I think that comes from school, it comes from teachers, prepping them, getting them ready, and settling their nerves before they get there. The other thing I'm finding now is a lot of times I go to outdoor ed, I haven't taught DARE yet, but the kids, a lot of these kids in 5th grade are coming up to me and interacting with me at the playground. When I'm there with the 6th graders, they're coming up as 5th graders, and so they're starting to already know a little bit about me or be pretty comfortable around me before I ever get in their DARE class. And this last outdoor ed session, I ran into that. I had some kids come with me that I remember talking to on the playground, hanging out and playing with on the playground last year. And now here they're in DARE and they're all excited, and they know me already, which is a huge step for me. It makes my job much easier than when I come in to teach DARE if they already know me and they're comfortable. And then at the trust course, you know, they trust me more.
So after all of these years, what's the biggest draw for you?
Seeing kids succeed. Trust stands for teams reaching understanding and success together. It is about that teamwork, and that's what I like about it. There's an individual part of that. When you're on that belay rope and you're climbing the pole and going across that high course, you're on your own doing the work, doing the climbing, the walking, the hanging on, but you've got the team down there on the belay ropes, which are us, the adults, and the other kids that are cheering you on, and the kids do a really good job of that. The low courses, it's a team atmosphere. Obviously, it takes a team to get across walking the pole, team to get across the meat grinder wheel, but as far as doing the zip line and those things, they're on their own, but they have the support there, and I enjoy the team attitude that goes with that trust course.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Heartland Family Service presents a special event to bring awareness to domestic violence.
The event is a staged reading of a play called In My Daughter's Name, which is about a 27-year-old young woman who was actually murdered by her ex-boyfriend, who was also the father of her child. And so in efforts to bring awareness to the community, her mother had graciously agreed to do a project with the Angels Theater Company to help bring awareness, and not only bring awareness about domestic violence in the community, but bring more awareness as far as what services are available in the community, and to promote that, you know, our community does have things in place. We collaborate with agencies, but those systems alone can't cure this issue in our community, that we actually need the community's help. You know, a lot of times people think that this is an adult issue, and they don't think about those dating relationships and how dangerous they can be. And so our focus, and especially with this play too, is our target audience is those high school aged youth up to adults, because this is starting in those dating relationships in high school. And if we can get in there and prevent some of it from happening, or the community is more aware of it, and so intervention can happen a little earlier, then it's going to be less traumatic on the victim, the perpetrator, the families involved. So that's our goal for this. I want them to take away the fact that this does happen in our community, and it can happen to teens just as easy as it can happen to college-age students and adults.
Our fall cleanup is coming up next week. It happens October 20th through the 23rd at the River City Complex. You can get more detailed information at the city's website. And check out Sump Library's fall youth programs. Go to the library website or call 402-597-2040. For more about Papillion, go to www.papillion.org or just call the Mayor's Hotline at 402-827-1111. Thanks for watching.